this is Andy, one half of the Dad Tales duo. Thank you so much for downloading this episode, and thank you for your consistent tuning in, and we really, really appreciate it. Just a pre-warning for this one, it sounds a little bit echoey in places. We do apologise, but we've been back to recording on Zoom. But that does mean that there's certain elements that Leon, you won't hear him saying, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? And you won't hear me going, So it is a pre-warning. The content, I should tell you, is still fantastic, as always. And thank you very much for listening. Listen all the way to the end, and if you do, Leon will bake you all a cake. Thank you. Happy Dad Tales Day, Leon.
Happy Dad Tales Day.
On this fine, wet evening, how are you?
Terrible, mate. I've had such a bad week.
Have you? Tell us about your week.
I'm just having dilemmas with bathroom. I know I've been speaking of the bathroom about the last 3 weeks, but I'm now getting to the nitty-gritty bit where I'm trying to get everything finished. And whenever I try and do one thing, it has a complication or a reflection on something else that I need to then rectify that problem, and I'm going round in circles. And there's a reason why I'm a leisure manager and I'm not a tradesman, because I know bits, but I don't know enough to get by on this.
Do you know what? I didn't want to start this with a complete downer, but I've had a horrible week as well, and it's through DIY.
Go on, tell me about yours then.
So I'm trying to plumb in a dishwasher in my kitchen, but the pipe's not big enough to take the dishwasher and the washing machine. So
I've heard that about you.
Yeah, so I've had to get a special tool. Again, probably heard that about me as well. And there's only one company in like the whole of world that make this pipe, this special pipe. So I just think I couldn't. It's not a case of just kind of plumbing the washing machine, the dishwasher in, and the washing machine in. I've had to take a cupboard out. You know, in one thing, I'm like you, getting one thing just becomes another massive job. And I'm like you, I'm absolutely rubbish at this, but I want to get better, so I want to try it. But I just think, I don't know if it's worth the stress.
Yeah. So for me, I'm happy to do like the plumbing side of things, but if you get plumbing wrong, it has a massive repercussion. Whereas I'll happily build a table and it'll be wonky. It ain't going to hurt anything. Whereas if water gets everywhere, and when water gets out, that's it, you have had it. And that's the thing that worries me, or puts doubt in my mind. I'm thinking, if I get this wrong, I'm not going to know water's in my roof until the roof falls through.
Yeah. In the first 30 seconds of me starting this job, I was sat in a puddle. And that is no joke. And do you know what? I even started doing little videos because I thought it might be quite a funny blog. And then I just got so annoyed with it all that I thought, nah, I don't even want to watch this back and watch myself do this shambles. It just, yeah, so I've had to order this part basically, and I've got to wait about a week for it to arrive. So my kitchen's upside down, and I just hate life.
Yeah, I'm right behind you, mate.
What I do want to know is that what other dads are out there that are in the same boat as we are. I see friends and stuff on Facebook and Instagram and all that doing stuff, and I think, wow, you're really impressive. You can build that or you can fix that. There's got to be people out there that try these things that just end up in an absolute shambles like we do.
Well, I'm poor at DIY. I'm not poor at DIY, but I'm not very good at it. I make up for other things, but I'm still trying to figure out what I make up for, because I can't find my skill in life.
I'm the same. I think that's why we have to keep celebrating small victories.
Yeah. When this bathroom's finished, it's not going to be a small victory, it's a massive victory. It's just stressing me out. I've got work stresses, I've got life stresses, I've got being a father stress. You know what it's like. Every day is a stress of life and that sort of thing. Oh man, this is more. I'd say this is more stressful than planning the wedding.
Yeah, but from what I heard, you didn't do a lot towards planning that wedding.
Exactly. And people say planning a wedding is stressful.
My week also got worse this week because I've had 3 letters through the door, all wanting money off me as well.
By the way, you owe me some money as well.
I know I do. I know. I'll put you on the list.
You pay them off first. I'm in no rush, mate. I don't want to see you on the street, or worse, on Master T.
Yeah, I don't want to come to your house. You ain't got a bathroom to use.
I'm starting to stink. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's nothing new. Topic 1. Do you want to go first?
Can do. So my topic this week is school trips and how good school trips are. I used to love a school trip. Was you a big fan of the school? I mean, I'm not saying a big fan of school trip, but like, did you go on many school trips?
It's hard to remember what specific school trips I went on, but I used to love a school trip. It was like something that you look forward to. And like when you was at school and you saw the year above you go on a school trip, you know that was going to be you the following year. And I'm talking more primary school now. Primary school trips when the big coach turned up and you didn't have to wear your little uniform, you could just wear your normal clothes. You queued up at the bus, you got on, you sat next to your mate. Oh man, this is what real dreams were made of.
Where's Heartbeat videoed? Or where was it recorded?
Like North Yorkshire, isn't it?
Yeah, we went there once and went on like all steam trains around the area. And my mate brought like a camcorder, going back to camcorder. And it was like another like a BBC equipment type of thing. And it was so good because we recorded the whole thing, me, him, and another friend. And we recorded the whole thing. And then I remember us going to his house to watch it. And was like, oh, that's where we're on that steam train. Oh, and that's where the car garage is on Emmerdale. Oh. Do you know what I mean? It was like a proper good trip that was.
The difference between primary school trips and high school trips, where primary school was generally educational, wasn't there? When you got to high school, it was more like, oh, we're going to go do a high ropes thing, or we're going to go camping, or even doing the educational stuff at primary school were brilliant. I remember going somewhere and it was like an old hall and we all got dressed up in old clothes and stuff like that. And I thought, this is the best.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like an Edwardian place, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And for day, you pretend you're like his Edwardian, like Edwardian jobs. Like house sweeping floors, I'm sure I was.
Yeah, we did old photographs and stuff, so you had to do print photographs off in an old dark room and stuff like that. Oh man, they were brilliant.
I tell you what's always stuck with me as well. We went to see the thingy Heinz. Do you know the Heinz boat? What's it called? Something Heinz. It's like an old no, not Heinz baked beans. No, the Golden Heinz. It's called the Golden Heinz. The boat. It's like a famous Viking boat. I think it is, the Golden Heinz. We went on that, and that was a really good trip. Like, it's education for kids and stuff. I enjoyed that one. I remember that.
Yeah, there were some brilliant ones. I went as a parent helper on a school trip.
Ooh, how was that?
When Ellie was little, she had a school trip, and Ellie's primary school, where she was at the time, was closing down. So they did like an end of year school trip, and it was this educational, in quotation marks, trip to the seaside. And was going to go look around this museum and things like that. So me and one of the other parents was asked if we'd go along as helpers. Absolutely brilliant. So we got to Seaside, got on beach, and it was just like, right, you're just playing games all day. We're not going to the museum. And like that's what they'd originally had planned. But I can say this now because the school's not open anymore. But that's what they had planned all the time. They was never going to go to a museum. It was just going to be a case of, oh, school's closing, let's just go play on beach for a day.
Nice.
That was a brilliant experience because it was like, you kind of, as a parent helper, you got a group of kids that you kind of had to supervise a bit. But it was brilliant. We just played cricket on beach and football all day, and then we literally just drove back. Fantastic day.
Now, if you have a reflection on the trips that you went on, and then now reflection on the kids the trips go on now, do you think they've gone better trips than we did or worse trips? And I know you've got to consider if Ava was taken to the park as a school, she'd absolutely love it as a school trip. But for me, like we went to like I say, went to Eden Camp, Brimham Rocks. We went to like Nidderdale. Do you know that's what I'm trying to think of, which is North Yorkshire. So went there, like that was all like primary school time. Yeah, Ava goes to the Deep. She goes to Pink Pig Farm, and these are things that I go as a day out. Okay, I've been Brimham Rocks, but like Eden Camp wouldn't have gone with fat kids. I don't think. So what I'm saying is that I don't think the quality of trips are what they used to be, or is that just nostalgic that I'm thinking, yeah, that was good.
I I think we go back to remembering how we felt as kids doing them things.
But like they do things that are fun that you do every day with your family. Like I said, they've been to the deep, and we go to the deep. They've been to Yorkshire Wildlife Park, but we go to Yorkshire Wildlife. Whereas I wouldn't think to take her or him to the Edwardian day out and get them dressed up as what the Edwardians did and develop photos and stuff like that. That's not something that I would be confident in doing because I ain't got to know what I'm talking about. Chance of finding a tour guide slim.
But you're the influencer. You've recommended trips throughout this summer, and people have followed your lead. So you are an out of the box thinker. Don't sell yourself short. Get on there.
Right, that's it. We're going to Edwardian Place.
No, you need something new. One thing I do want to talk to you about school trips is possibly the most important thing about a school trip. What goes in your pack up? Because I used to have hot dinners at school, so I didn't take pack up. So going on a school trip was like, oh man, this is brilliant. There's a little treat in there. So I used to take things like sandwiches. I used to take biscuits, like a bag of crisps, a box of juice, and a bit of fruit. I don't like bananas, but something like an apple or something like that. Your old school fruit. And I think you look at it now, and pack-ups are completely different now. So kids now are taking couscous and wraps, carrot and cucumber sticks, fruit that's got to be chopped up to an absolute minimum. So kids...
That frustrates me.
So it's got to be chopped up. It might as well be pureed.
Yeah.
No nuts, in case somebody on bus has a funny turn. And where we used to take juice and things, it's all like water in it now, and like kids with like flavoured tea bags and stuff. It's a different era now.
Do you know what that is? That's middle class, mate.
That's what it is, isn't it?
I didn't know what couscous was until I had a child. I'd never even heard of it until Ava started eating couscous. I'm like, what is this monstrosity? It's like baby food.
Yeah, and hummus.
Oh, sorry, hummus I'm thinking of, not couscous. Exactly, I don't know who they are. I've got them the wrong way around.
You need your hummus for your carrot cucumber dip.
Yeah, Ava loves hummus. Absolutely loves the stuff. And I'd never even heard of it until she started eating it.
Yeah, that's it. Pack-ups have changed.
Do you like hummus? Do you like hummus?
I'll take it or leave it. I won't put it in my pack-up. And I'm certainly not going to substitute a sausage roll for some hummus.
Oh, definitely not. Good Scotch egg as well.
So what kind of things did you have in your pack-up? I mean, you must have had like a rucksack, did you?
Okay, I was going to say, my pack-up box is a big pack-up box. I've had a sandwich. Got a bit of bread in there, haven't we? Straight off that, bread.
Bread
and
sandwich.
I've gone with a bap. A bap, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm with you. I go like sausage roll, Scotch egg, bag of crisps, pretty much the beigest food you could ever see in your life. And a good old cheese sandwich. Do you know what used to be really good though? And this probably sounds absolutely minging. But when your cheese sandwich has got a bit sweaty, like, you know, a bit thingy. Oh, it's so much better somehow.
Yeah, it has a pack-up box smell about it.
It's like a bit of sweaty cheese. It's like, oh, this is good cheese now.
You're an animal. What about like a mini roll?
See, I was always like a jammy wagon wheel or something like that. I don't mind Swiss roll, but I wouldn't choose to have one if that makes sense. If there's one there, I'm eating it, but I don't get them purposely.
There's a jammy wagon wheel. It packs a lot better, doesn't it? That's another thing you've got to consider with your pack-up. You don't want it being crushed, do you?
No, I go on blocks. So my sausage roll fits inside there. My tube yogurt can fit across there. And I tell you what, you're a bit older than me, so you probably missed out on the Dairy Dunkers and stuff like that in the pack-up box. Did you have all that?
No, not really in pack-ups. No. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of like that type of cheese that you dip in and all that. I like it better now, but not as a kid. I was a sandwich, fruit and sausage roll kind of guy.
Nice and basic.
That's me.
So going back to school trips then, so this is how much I loved the school trip. When I left in year 11, so from year 7 to year 11, I got an award because I didn't miss one school trip that was available.
Man, so between sort of the age of 5 and 16, so primary school to high school, not only did your parents send you to every possible club going, they also sent you on every possible school trip going. I mean, there's starting to become a common theme here, isn't there? They just wanted you out of the house.
Pretty much. Couldn't wait to get rid of me.
It's probably for the best. What was your award? What did you win?
I got a certificate and like a little mini trophy, and it was like it was like the woman that used to travel around and stuff.
Was it Judith Chalmers?
Oh yeah, that was it. Like a little Judith Chalmers award. That's what it was for travelling all over.
What was your best school trip?
We went to Norway skiing. Well, snowboarding. Now it's snowboarding.
Didn't you, because you went to a Catholic school, didn't you go somewhere like after like get christened or something?
Yeah, I went to Lords. That was good. That was a really good trip.
The cricket
pilgrimage. We pushed a guy around in a wheelchair for like 5 days. We just pushed him around, took him where he wanted to go. It was quite a good laugh, actually.
What? Hang on. Did you know this guy?
No.
Did he know?
Seriously? Yeah, I think so.
You didn't just find him on the street, did you?
No, but it was a pain we had to go uphill because he was a big guy as well. It's really hard because obviously it's quite mountainous around there. I can remember one time, like, one on each side of Andor pushing this guy up this hill. We'd, like, take him to, like, get baptised and stuff, and then we'd take him around shops and stuff, and I came back with some holy water and everything. It's like a really weird but fun trip.
There's so many wrong things about that just...
It sounds wrong. Nothing untoward happened.
If you ever want to talk about anything that's happened in your youth, then I'm probably not the best person to speak to.
I'm going to say, we ain't got time for that.
No, let's not open that wound.
What was your favourite trip then?
I enjoyed the water sports trip when we went to south of France. That was kind of a summer holiday trip, so it wasn't even in school time. We actually came back. I'm sure it was that trip. We came back, but we came back late one night, so we had to sleep at school.
Oh, that's good. We went somewhere once and we slept in like a hall and was all laid in sleeping bags. Like our bodies just been lined up. And even teachers in the same room as us. I can't remember where that was. I don't know if that was high school or primary school. I remember doing that. But honestly, it was absolute chaos. Wherever it was chaos because like, right, go to sleep. And nobody was going to sleep. So like next day we went to gorge walking and stuff. And it was just absolute chaos. Like no one would go to sleep. And I'm talking like 3 in the morning, everyone's going, whoa, and teachers getting no sleep because it's the same room as us. It's like a big open hallway that we would somehow commandeered somewhere.
Again, if there's anything that you remember from that trip that you want to talk about, confidentially, then...
If I wake up crying tonight because things have come back into my mind I didn't know about, you're in trouble, lads.
I'm just trying to help it out. Regression's good.
Topic number 2.
Right, so topic 2 is my topic. I want to talk to you about school dinners. I can't believe we've got to week 19 and we've not even talked about school dinners yet. I know we've talked a lot about food, but man, what do you remember about school dinners? Primary school dinners especially.
Oh, the best thing in the world. Pink custard, the yellow custard, the brown chocolate custard. Yeah.
I've got a few things on here. In fact, I tell you what, I've got 3 things that really resonate with me about certainly primary school dinners. One is the plates, the plastic trays that were like prison trays that you've got compartment sections and you kind of throw your chips and fish fingers in one, your pudding goes in another, you've got a little holster for your cup. You carry this prison tray to your table, you woof it up as fast as you possibly can to get out as quick as you can to play football at dinner time. The quicker you ate, the quicker you got out. And the third thing is puddings. I'll be honest, I don't remember an awful lot about what we had for main courses. I know we had like fish fingers and stuff like that, but man, do I remember a school pudding.
Yeah. So Amy the other day, she was trying to think of one that she had when she went to school. And for life, and she couldn't figure out. And we found it in a cookbook. It's called Australian Chocolate Crunch. Oh man, it is good. It was one of those things where she showed me the picture of it. And I was like, yeah, we didn't have that at school. And then she was baking. I'm like, yeah, we did definitely have this. Then I tasted it. I was like, it's like the memory just flew back into my mind. I was like, oh, I remember this. This is absolutely amazing.
That wasn't that rock hard chocolate stuff, was it?
Yeah, no. So every time she's mentioned it, everyone's gone, you mean the chocolate concrete or whatever it's called? And it's not that, because even now it's like, you mean chocolate concrete? And all our friends, she's like, no, I mean something different. And she found it and made it, and I was like, oh, it's got like it's Australian chocolate crunch. It's called. It's got like coconut in it. It's got cornflakes. I mean, it's a calorific nightmare, to be fair. One little piece, I'm like, oh, chefing. But oh, it's so good. I have to make some and bring some for you.
I would hope you would.
Yeah.
So you said about pink custard and chocolate custard. I don't even see them around nowadays. I know school dinners don't have them type of stuff, but can you buy pink and chocolate custard?
No, but the kids are still having it. She asked Ava the other day, and she still has pink, yellow, and brown custard
All in one
on their
dish?
school dinner. Yeah. Like a rainbow.
I've got a list here of puddings that I remember. So I've got the chocolate concrete, which we mentioned. Rice pudding. Do you remember rice pudding with just like a blob of jam in the middle?
Yeah. If you give me that now, I'd be like, what's this tribe? Yeah, when we got it for school dinner, I was like, oh, it's rice pudding with a nice bit of jam in it.
Absolutely disgusting.
Didn't you like it?
Absolutely not. No, it was like the smoothest thing ever with like a blob of jam in it. And I would always say, no, thank you, I don't want any. But they'd always put it on your plate, and I would do the best just to eat the jam out the middle and then kind of mix it all in as if I'd done something with it so I could go out and play football. Another thing that I think, was it semolina that was just like a bright yellow?
I've heard of it, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
You know, like when you're sick sometimes, you get all that bile that comes up. And it's
Is
just
that
like,
semolina?
it was like that. And I don't even know what it was.
Is it the case of the cook's sick this week, so it's semolina out, kids? We're having some of that.
Yeah, it was just like a plate of like snot.
Oh, God.
So I wasn't a fan of that. And then two that I was a fan of, there was a caramel tart that I always remember was just a massive tray of tart. And it was like you chop it up and you get a slice, and you always wanted that corner piece because it was just a bit bigger. And then a cornflake tart.
Yeah. Cornflake tarts are good.
Where they had like cornflakes and jam on, and I was always, because I didn't like custard, always praying that they didn't throw custard on it. I could whip my tray away quick before they threw custard on it, because I'm like, I don't want, that's just spoiled it for me.
Custard's on floor because you moved tray out away.
Hey, you snooze, you lose, Doris.
Yeah. I remember like a jam tart, like, you know, like a jam tart, like a homemade jam tart they'd make.
Oh, yeah.
They were good. And then, like you say, like you'd have like the chocolate concrete, and then you'd have like Rice Krispie cake. You ever have that?
I don't remember that one, no.
Oh, that was good. We used to have that.
What's happened with ours is mine was like an old school. My primary school was in sort of late 80s, early 90s. So it was an old school dinner. Yours has moved on a little bit where they've kind of gone, oh, let's give them a bit more sugar. Let's really make the nation obese. And then Mr. Oliver got in touch, said, no more chicken nuggets, no turkey twizzlers, no chicken nuggets. And now the kids' school menus changed. Probably for the better, I don't doubt. But man, do you think that them kids are going to look back on their school dinners in 20 years' time and go, oh, that pink custard?
Yeah, no, they're not. So I think it was like the novelty. Like you say, you don't remember the main courses because we had those. I had chicken nuggets at home. I had fish things at home. I had chips at home. I had peas. I had beans. But I didn't have a chocolate concrete at home. I didn't have jam tarts at home. If I did have jam tarts, it'd be like store-bought ones, whereas the ones at school was like homemade jam tarts. Like the pastry was really thick. The jam was really like, you know, really nice. Custard, I don't think I ever had custard at home. I'm not a big fan of custard, but I think that's more than nostalgia. The things you never had at home. Whereas now, I think they probably eat school dinners and have puddings that we have at home because like we bake. Maybe that's something to do with it.
You're probably right. Yeah, we never got like pink custard. If we ever had custard at home, it was like at Christmas. It was very rare. We had a pudding. It was like Arctic roll or something bizarre like that.
Yeah. Speaking of school dinners, so how was your dinner set up? Like, you know, for kids going to dinner hall as a primary school?
From what I remember, it was in year groups. So like 1 week you'd go first and the second week you'd go second. I don't know, 2, 3, and 4, and then you get years 5 and 6. So if you got in last,
So
you'd probably get a mucky tray, somebody's food still on it. You got a bit of a playtime to start with, but it was disrupted by lunch. You had to go in for lunch and stuff.
Yeah. So that setup was what it was like at senior school for me, secondary school. So like you get year 7s go on a Monday first, and year 8s first on a Tuesday, and so on. And it's same with like you get your tray in secondary school, and it had like a place for your pudding, a place for your main, cutlery down middle, and your cup for drink. That was how I had at secondary school. Now primary school, because I went to a small primary school, it was like all the tables are sat out in 6 around the table. 8, 2, 4, 6, 8 around the table, sorry. But all the year 6s served the food to the younger ones around the table. So like when you got to year 6, you became like a server. You served the food. So like the food would come to the table in trays. So you get like a pot of, I'm going to say veg, but we want a pot of veg. But you get like a pot of meat, a pot of something that served 6 people. So the year 6s had served the little ones out and give them the food out as they went. But also it was great when you got to year 6 because the little ones don't eat much, but I eat a lot. So I was like, yay, food.
You must have loved it.
Like little Kevin from reception's like, oh, I'm not very much. I'll have your portion, my friend. Thank you.
Hey, you know what that is? That's a small victory.
Yeah. But as well, so obviously when you was a server, do you know you was on about the corner piece?
Yeah.
I'd be getting that corner piece because I'm serving, so I'm getting what I want off this table. And it was same with yogurt. So you get like 6 yogurts on the table, but like the toffee one was the one that everyone wanted. It's like, and there probably only like 1 or 2 toffee ones. So you're like, right, what's that, Kevin? You want the toffee one? No chance, mate. You have a strawberry one or an orange one. Eat it.
I love how you've bullied Kevin all the way through school. Oh, Kevin.
Yeah, poor Kevin. But yeah, I remember that. That was class. Like, and I can remember like when you was like year 5 and 6, thinking, oh, I can't wait till I'm serving because I want to do that. And it was like, and you helped clear up as well. So like year 6 was like, all kids would like leave the table and go out, but then like all the year 6s would like pick all the pots and pans and take them back into the kitchen for them and stuff. Obviously, didn't wash up, but you'd clear tables and stuff.
Did you ask Kevin to clear your table?
Yeah. I used to ask, you finished that meatball? You can eat that one because I'll have it. My table was the only table that never went back with any food left on the table. It was all gone. Everyone on my table had all the food up.
Did you get an award for that one as well?
I got many awards, mate.
The Rick Waller Award for clean play.
Yeah. I'm still struggling now to get that weight off.
Right, moving on. So we set a challenge last week. For those of you that got involved, thank you very much. We had a couple of days worth of votes across the Instagram, and the eventual winner for this. So going back 2 weeks now, you stated, and again, I'll quote this state, I genuinely cannot think of anything I wouldn't have in a sandwich form that I could just stick between 2 slices of bread. So I challenged you that I could come up with a combination that you would not eat. So we put it on the gram. We had lots of people voting in. Thank you very much for everybody that contributed to that. And one thing goes for certain is they have not been kind to you at all.
See, I think, yeah. Only because I'm not a big fan of custard. And when that custard and mustard was winning the first round, I thought, oh, I'm going to be eating custard here. I'm not a big fan of custard, to be fair. I'll eat it, but it doesn't float me. But whereas the jelly and scrambled egg, I cannot wait. I'm well looking forward to it.
So the final was custard and mustard versus jelly and scrambled egg. And it was a unanimous victory. I think it was 81% voted for jelly and scrambled egg. We're going to do this next week. We're going to record it and we'll put it out on our YouTube channel so people can see you eating a sandwich of jelly and scrambled egg. Oof. I mean, good luck to you, mate, and I can't wait to watch it, but book it on standby, I'm sure.
Genuinely, in my head, I'm thinking, this is going to be all right. This is going to be fine. This is going to be perfect. Yeah, I ain't got a problem. And once I've mastered this one, and I can't see any issues with it, we're going to put it out to the masses because your selections of foods ain't going to be good enough, mate.
Yeah, I mean, there was some horrible combinations on there, but this was the one that sort of people wanted to see you do. I mean, this could be we could make a Channel 4 documentary on this easy.
Let's hope so. I'll go pay for the bathroom.
What would be really good was if we could serve it to you on like a plastic school tray.
Yeah, good shout.
All your components in different sections and then build it together, build your sandwich.
Yeah.
So the big question is now, I'm going to let you have the decision on this. Are we going bread or bread cake?
Oh, it's bread. Bread.
Bread? How do you cut your sandwich?
Yeah. To annoy you, I'm going to go vertical.
Straight down the middle?
So I know you can't stand it. I know you can't stand it, can you? You've got to go horizontal, haven't you?
I'd rather go horizontal.
I'm going to go right across the top just to annoy you.
Corner to corner.
See, I know that if you've got a sausage sandwich, you'd cut, so your sausages are all cut in half, won't you?
No, I'm an adult. Adults cut corner to corner.
Oh, you're triangling it up?
Yeah, because that's how adults eat sandwiches.
Yeah, I disagree, but...
Do you cut it into like squares?
Yeah, little squares.
Bite size.
Yeah. Do you cut triangles?
Yeah, of course. Sandwiches are corner to corner.
That's a child thing.
No, it's not. If you went to a shop and bought a packed sandwich, it's cut corner to corner, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's for packaging purposes, because it's easy to pack.
No. Adult sandwiches.
That's easy, because that's to do with packing and stacking, so you can stack them on top of each other better, and they don't get crushed. I'm telling you right now, you go to kids' party, what shape are the sandwiches?
Triangles.
Kids eat triangle sandwiches in your loom.
Yeah, but they're cut double triangles, aren't they? They're corner to corner to corner to corner.
Still triangles, you big kid.
Yeah, but mine are adult. Right, we'll put this out there. We'll put it out on Instagram. Squares or triangle sandwiches. If you're an adult, you eat a triangle. If you're eating square or rectangle sandwiches, should I say, that's child's way of doing it.
I disagree.
Well, of course you would disagree, because your natural reaction to anything I say is to disagree.
How do you get a triangle sandwich with a square pack-up box?
You put them together and it becomes a square again.
So you put in a pack-up box, you'll cut a triangle to triangle?
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
The masses will vote, and I can guarantee they'll vote triangles, because that's what adults do.
I thought I knew you, mate. Blow my mind. Boom.
I mean, we had this ending last week where you couldn't quite cope that people don't have mug trees anymore. People don't have mug trees, mate, and people eat sandwiches in triangles. Trust me.
Do you know who has a mug tree?
Who?
My sister. She's got a Dad Sales mug sat on top of it as well.
Good, I'm glad she does. Right, I don't know if I dare ask this, but we're at that part of the podcast now where I feel like I need to ask you what you've got planned this week. You're not having it. You're not doing nothing this week.
Yeah, by this time next week that we're back to recording, my bathroom will be no further gone ahead, and I'll be getting divorced.
Right. So we'll leave that there then.
What are you doing this week?
Right. Well, I've got to put my kitchen back together because it's just in bits. But the kids are here this week, so we're going to continue with the 2-hour tech challenge this weekend, right? But with a slight twist, right? So we've said all along this that kids are on their technology for too long, but the most important thing is spending time together. So we're going to do the 2-hour amnesty from technology, hopefully on Saturday and Sunday. What I'm also going to try and do is an hour where we're online doing something together. So whether that be playing a game or whether that be looking at something online, something that's away from what they're normally doing. So not watching YouTube, not TikToking, something else. So we're going to give that a try. Rather than all three of us be completely separate doing stuff, I'm going to give it a whirl anyway. We'll see how it goes. I'll give you some feedback next week.
I like it.
So as long as you're all right for next week, you're not murdered anybody, and you've not set your bathroom on fire, we'll reconvene the same time next week.
See you next week, my friends.
Have fun, and remember, keep smiling.
I'm always smiling. Just upside down at the moment. See you later, matey.